Oh yes, boys, here we go. The game is now starting. Yes, sir, boys. And it looks like today... I think I find this, like, kind of like camera POV kind of hilarious, though. I mean, I guess there's, like, generic ball camera, which is kind of nice. There's even glare camera, so I can just kind of follow along. Oh, sorry. There we go. Sorry about that. I was just kind of... I don't really know what camera you guys prefer, but... I think it's kind of nice either way. Maybe if they're not full, like I probably... Huh? Well, it was a pick, supposedly, and then... Sorry. So there's one thing about... So there's one special thing about this game that I don't... So there's one special thing about this game that I don't think a lot of people will say or tell me about, but... The thing about this game is that, well... well, whoever loses doesn't make playoffs. Oh, hold on. Let me, There we go. I don't know why it was stretched downward like that, but... Either way, this will be a very interesting, stipulation for either team here. If the Bears lose, they're eliminated from playoffs. If the Eagles lose, they're also eliminated from playoffs. Just given about how it works. So this is kind of a huge game for both of them, in a way. Sorry, I need to... Something was in my nose. You know how it is. But either way, it's going to be a very interesting-ish game. Okay, well, here we go. We have... They have 7? Okay, the Eagles do apparently have 7, so they are in a forced disadvantage, but let's see if they can overcome it. Oh, and he gives it to Hunnit? I don't really know what that is, but Jace, it's going to be Zone that's going to be the quarterback for the Eagles at the moment. And it looks like they're going to be playing quite an interesting form of zone here. And wait, okay, it is 8v8. They're going to only rush 1 from the looks of it. It looks like they're playing some weird cover 3 zone. I can't really give a... Oh my goodness, and why is he wide? Oh no. Oh, that's just a massive miscommunication by the Bears defense. I don't really know where the deep was. I think they're definitely going to need to rethink this defense because I don't know how you let him wide open there. I think it was definitely on the deep right. But either way, since it is a 2-point conversion, it doesn't count since it is not the fourth quarter. So it doesn't really matter what they do here. Like, it literally does not matter what they do here. Like, it absolutely matters none of what happens here. Yep, okay, just wasting our time, I guess. I don't really know what the point of that is, but either way. It looks like Bears are just gonna take it in for a touchback from the looks of it. Here, hold on, let me, I'll go back to commentating in a minute. I'm just gonna... Either way, Bears. Sorry about that, guys. I was a little busy with something, but either way, this boy 9 is going to be the quarterback for the Bears. And right now, Bears need to get their act together. So it's not a very good showing on defense. It's picked off by J6. Is that FYGD's ult or something? It's suspiciously similar to it. But either way, not even going to question it, though, too much. Oh, and maybe Zach is going to be the quarterback for the Eagles, and he's going to take the fold. I don't know why you don't double rush there. Or even triple rush. That seems like a weird move on the Bears' part. Like I said, man, I think they just need to reevaluate their defense. It's going to be a walk to GD, though. Or J6. But maybe Zach is kind of cooking on this Eagles offense. Like, honestly, if I were the Bears, I'd be rushing too. I don't know why they're going into coverage. Like, I don't really know what's the problem. Oh, he lagged a little bit, but he does survive. And he gets the pass to Harmony just a little low, but able to catch it. And there we go, another converted first down here. And maybe Zach, a little backed up here. From the pressure, barely gets it on time. Unfortunately, it's going to be to Z Alti for an interception. I can't speak super loudly on this, so yeah. I can only call the plays, but either way, it's going to be a pick. Oh, now the Eagles have 8 apparently. All right. I like what's happening. Your way, this boy is still going to be the quarterback for the Bears. Not a good first drive from them, but either way, it's going to be this name I can't pronounce because it's in another language. Either way, this boy gonna be towards the streak, but thankfully, Love Is Harmony was out of bounds, so it is an incomplete pass. So very lucky break there for the Bears, but either way, it's a 3rd and 1, and they need to get this first right now, and they do with the name I cannot pronounce. Can you please stop passing it to him so I don't have to worry about being ashamed that I can't pronounce it or say it properly? But either way, it was supposed to be a check down, but I guess the tight end forgot the memo that it was a check down. I think the pass is a DTB from the looks of it. Either way, it's going to be another pass there, right to the out, but just going to be a bit over. The Bears are just having a difficult time doing anything at the moment. And it looks like it's going to be to Rotari. easily able to catch it for a 22-yard gain, just completely wide open. I mean, the receiver and Ratari almost cloned each other, but either way, still going to be good enough for a good gain. It is an 8v8, so this boy can run if he so wishes to. But doesn't look like he's going to do it. He's going to try and pass it deep down the field. And it's going to be Chosen One. Chosen One with the touchdown for the Bears. Very huge. Like I said, though, I can't be super loud. But I like the preset cameras, though. Like, it's kind of funny. Too bad I can't, like, adjust it. But, like, on paper, this wouldn't be, like, a crazy, horrible camera view. But either way. Oh, but zone is going to get the little LS play there. Yeah, Eagles are very annoying with those VC plays. Especially if you're not expecting them. Oh, but it looks like Zach is lagging a little bit. Barely gets the ball out in time, but oh my gosh, J6 actually caught it. That was nearly a pick there. The Eagles are definitely fortunate that it wouldn't have been a worse outcome. And it looks like it's going to be a toss-up. I'm not sure if that's a wise move. And it proved that it wasn't, because I don't know why you toss there on a first down of all things, but I guess we can't question the Eagles' judgment too much. But either way, it's going to be... Looked like it was a little walk there to the outside, but just unfortunately just incomplete. But either way, another pass through streak, but that's incomplete. But either way, this boy... the Bears might already actually be eliminated, but hey, let's keep it interesting. And it's going to be a touchdown pass to Chosen One. Sorry, I was busy with something else. My bad, y'all, for the commentary, but I didn't think there would be a touchdown that quick, but Chosen, but the Bears proved me wrong, so I will 100% eat my words on that. Either way, I'll put it down, see what's looking at the chat, but either way, it's going to be a touchback for J6, and right now, Eagles are not in a pretty situation whatsoever. It's now a 7v8. It's going to be a VC play to Lucas, but not going to be quite there for a first down, but will be pretty close. But here we go. Looks like zone is going to be the quarterback for the Eagles at the moment. Right now, Bears are only rushing one, so he's not in a crazy amount of pressure, and he's going to give it to Harmony. Able to do it with just a very ample amount of time. Here we go, zone. Has plenty of room for backing up so much. But here we go. All right, clock is ticking, and he gets sacked. Somehow, some way, gets sacked. Just holds the ball for way too long from the looks of it. Zone got a little cocky there, but either way, zone is backed up once more. He's lagging just a little bit, and it looks like he's going to be forced to toss it on a 2nd and 44. Unfortunately, J6 does get the pass, but was just out of bounds and couldn't bring it in, so that is incomplete. And now it is a 3rd and 44, and this will be the final play of the first quarter. This is not a very high odds for the Eagles, and unfortunately that's going to be incomplete. And And now there will be a forced punt in the second quarter. This is not good for the Eagles. I think if the Eagles lose, they might be eliminated. Either way, this boy 9. Gonna be passed to a streak. Oh wow, that's a crazy catch though. There we go, another pass to a streak, but it's gonna be, unfortunately, out. Way above. All right, well, this boy 9 just gonna be overthrown once more. Man, this is not looking very easy for the Bears. Uh-oh. This boy's lagging just a little bit, but he's fine now. Here we go. It's 3rd and 15. They need something here. Any gain at all. And it's gonna need a Vonnie. Not gonna get the first down. Very good defense by Philadelphia, able to keep him at bay. And now it's a 4th and 3, and they're gonna go for it on a 4th and 3. I mean, I like the odds so far. Oh no, this boy lagged. And just overthrew it. I mean, yeah, maybe you should have stuck with the field goal if this boy was lagging so much. Maybe not the greatest move from the Bears, but yeah, the quarterback from the Bears is definitely lagging, but zone's lagging quite a bit too. That lag almost got him sacked. There was 2 rushers there. He probably would have gotten sacked. But either way, Harmony gonna get a 41-yard gain on that pass. Very good. But either way, zone. Looking around. If the Bears had like 2 rushers, I think he'd get sacked a lot more often due to his lag. But either way, I forgot who they passed to us to. My bad. It's to number 11, I think. Either way, zone is in prime position to score here. And it's going to be passed to J6 for a touchdown there. That play looked a little laggy, but it ended up working to his advantage. But either way. Oh, and they can't go for 2, so this does not count. This does not count, so the Bears will still have the lead. I mean, it doesn't really matter what they do. The Bears will still have the lead. Apparently, from what I've read, maybe the Bears still have a chance to make it in playoffs if they beat the Eagles, but that's an if. And the Eagles could potentially be eliminated from playoffs. So both teams kind of hang in the balance. Okay, that was a very awkward pass. But either way, this boy 9 gonna be looking around and gonna hopefully find the streak. Man, that streak just hasn't been connecting for the Bears whatsoever. Oh, they're trying to reset for something. Okay, well, this boy And it's going to be to the name I cannot pronounce. And right now, he's got plenty of room to run. I don't know if he can score, but he's going to get pretty far. Almost 50 yards there. Exactly 49 yards to boot. And this boy, looking around, seeing what he can find. If anything at all, can he see it? And it looks like he's going to find a pass there to one of the Bears players, but no, just batted down. I mean, I don't know if it would have been completed even if he did get the catch, but oh. Was he in bounds before he threw that? I don't know if he was in bounds before he threw it. But it doesn't seem like the ref saw it if he was or wasn't. So either way, it's going to be a touchdown for the Bears. And it looks like the kick is blocked. But either way, I mean, I don't know why they're having a first-time quarterback on the Eagles side. If like this is like they could be eliminated from playoffs for this because they decided to be bold and give it to supposedly a first-time quarterback. I mean, that's what I guess at least what Zone is saying. I don't know if he actually is, but that seems like a very weird move to do. But either way, Zone gonna be looking around, seeing what he can find. Uh-oh. And it's gonna be intercepted by DTB. The pass is just a bit overthrown there into the hands of DTB. And there you go, the Bears are swinging the momentum in their favor. And keep in mind as well, the Eagles do get the ball at the start. Actually, the Bears do get the ball at the start of the second half, since the Eagles got it first. So the Bears don't really need to rush at all. That's going to be grounding. But yeah, the Bears can pretty much take their time. They are absolutely in no rush to score here if they don't want to. Well, he's out of bounds, so... Well, he was ineligible, so it didn't really matter even if he did catch it. But either way, J6 is going to get the ball. Oh, and it's going to be a DC play to Zone. Zone just going to barely get it, but either way, J6. And it looks like it's going to be a VC play to Lucas there. Almost gets tackled there, but just narrowly avoids it. Oh, and there's going to be a resetting play here. Very interesting stuff we're seeing. By the way, J6 going to be looking around, hopefully finding something that's open, but not seeing anything crazy. Oh no, that's going to be a pick. The Z Alti, the one who came up with the interception there, and he's going to take it around town. Oh man, that is not a throw you want to make there. Just right into double coverage. And unfortunately, it was just a bit short. That's just a very hard pass to make happen. I think if he fit it a little bit over, that probably could have been a touchdown, but just wasn't in the cards for Philly whatsoever. And Z Alti gonna end up getting the pass there, but not gonna get caught by the refs for being ineligible. He's been doing that quite a bit, where he just sits out of bounds and then just gets it. Oh, but... Oh, and he gets popped. It was going to the fold or the out, but it looked like it was just dropped. Man, this ref has just not been there. Dude, he's an L. Like, thank you. Yeah, he was out of bounds before he threw it. You can't do that. Either way, this boy only going to have 10 seconds to throw it. I mean, what's his plan here? All right, that's a horrible decision. Why chosen? That's just terrible awareness on the Bears' part. That is just horrible awareness. Yeah, that's just terrible awareness from Chosen there. You cannot play around on the field like that. Like, you got to get out of bounds or stay down or something, because, like, I don't know why you'd run around like that. That's just a terrible... Wow, that was a crazy good catch from Best Will, though. Could have been a potential interception there, but thankfully having a good receivers can sometimes pay off in those situations. But... And it's going to be picked off by J6. Able to read the streak from the quarterback, and it pays off well. Maybe it was just a little bit overthrown, but it was a very, very good read there from J6 to capitalize. And right now, the Bears have just not been very great at decision-making. They just don't seem to be... They don't seem to have very good game management skills at all. Because they seem to do things that, like, aren't really good. Like, when you see... I mean, I've been calling them out for quite a bit of time, so it's not like it's been, like... I mean, obviously, they're still winning, so it's not like it's like, oh my gosh, they're going to lose this game. But, like, there's, like, little things that could, like, add up, you know? Because they just don't have the awareness. Like, they could be up, like, more than one score if they weren't... If, you know, they had a half. But either way... Both the receiver and the DB just missed the free catch there. I don't know what happened, but either way, it looks like Zone is going to try to still be quarterback. Oh, the offensive line is lagging a little bit, but all right, barely able to do his job, and here we go. It's going to be a toss-up. It was intercepted, but that does force a punt from the Philadelphia side, so that is still a good play on Chicago's end. Actually, I think it would have been better if it was incomplete, because I think if they're going to get more value out of this punt return than that pick would have. So I think in hindsight, I think it was better for the Bears to drop it, because look at the field position. Like, even if they did get that pick, they'd probably be starting at like the 10-yard line at best, or even like a touchback. Like, this is way better field position, like objectively speaking. But either way, it's going to be a pass to a streak. Gonna be intercepted by J6. I'm surprised he even got that. I thought it would be a fit, but J6 just proving me wrong. Right now, the Eagles are not backing down. Oh, there's an eligible DB. Oh, no, he's just joking. Okay, never mind. Director J's just joking. He's trolling. Oh, but it's going to be a VC play there to R.L. Lucas. But either way, going to be the zone. Oh, and it looked like it was going to be another VC play there to Lucas, but just a little bit to the left. Not able to quite hook it in. But either way, oh, and a very nice fit to J6 there. And he could take it all the way. He doesn't quite get there. The safety does manage to get him, but that's still a good gain of 38 yards on J6's name. But either way, zone. Unless he's going to toss it deep to probably to throw it away. But thankfully, since there was a receiver in the area, it won't be called for grounding. Here we go. Maybe Zach is going to be the quarterback this play for the Eagles. And here we go. It's going to be to R.L. Lucas. Going to get tackled here immediately for that, though. But either way, it's going to be a 3rd and 10. This is a very interesting situation for the Eagles. And he's going to get sacked. That's a very huge play there. Very huge sack there for the Eagles. That's the last thing you want to take, because now that forces a punt. And it looks like it's going to be taken in for a touchback. So still very huge for the Bears. This has become a very defensive game at the moment. Or well, either that or the offense is just playing terribly, but either one, really. Like, the Bears and Eagles have just not allowed much room for error. And it kind of shows. Okay, maybe they're allowing a lot of room for error, but they can't be making any mistakes. But, oh, Chicago's going to call a timeout. I don't know if that was a misclick, but either way, that's a wasted timeout there. All right, it looks like it's going to be either way, it's going to be a full to Love and Harmony. Sorry, I was doing something real quick. Oh, looks like there's going to be a little walk there, but just incomplete is there. And J6 is going to be the quarterback. Can they make up their mind on who's quarterback here? Because it's kind of confusing me. But either way. Oh! That's a huge read by Z Alti there. That could have been very bad for the Bears, but Z Alti with a huge defensive read there. Knew he was going to pass to Love and Harmony on that fold, but the Bears are just keeping themselves in this game. There we go. Best Will. Gonna get the streak there, and it's gonna be good for a 1st down. Maybe a little more. Oh, and it's gonna be a little VC play to DB. I think it was more of like a LS. Taking a page out of the Eagles book. And it's gonna be a Z Alti with another VC play. It's gonna be good for a 1st down. Yeah, this boy being very annoying with these VC plays now. The Eagles have no reason to be in a rush to score here. And it's going to be Devani on that in route. And it looks like it's going to be... All right, and then we have this boy. It's going to be Devani again on the out. Gonna get just 5 yards away from the end zone. And the Bears have as much time as they want. And Z Alti gonna get the touchdown. Very huge play there for the Bears to keep this into a 2-scoring game. I like the way the Bears are playing right now. This could easily keep them in playoff contention if they keep playing like this. And also, I'm back, guys. Like, there will be more games like this to come, hopefully. Either way. And here we go. And it's going to be a 1-yard loss to RL Lucas. Well, it's a kick return, so there's no yard loss, but 1 yard away from the touchback yardage, I guess, is that's what they're referring to. But either way, it's going to be maybe Zach trying to toss it up. Is he going to get it, though? Yes, he will. Love in Harmony. Going to get a 67-yard gain there on that streak. But, oh, and RL Lucas not going to quite get the dive counted for, but they are just short of the goal line, and they can run if they so wish. The Bears will have to be careful on that. Oh, and they just don't manage to catch him on the screen. And that's a touchdown very easily from Omni. And now it is still a 1-score game. And since you can go for 2 on the 4th quarter and it is creeping up, the Eagles can easily turn this around if they get a stop here. But the Eagles will have to do it strategically. Oh, this boy lagging. Oh, and he just threw it down. Unfortunately, that might be grounding due to the lag. It seems that lag is a bit affecting both sides here on, well, quarterback-wise, but I think the Bears are definitely taking the worst of it. Zone hasn't really experienced much lag spikes right now, so unfortunately that will be a grounding. Very unfortunate start to this Bears drive, but maybe they can make a comeback somehow, some way. Yeah, I spoke too soon there. Okay, so this is where things get very interesting for the Eagles, though, because they can theoretically tie this game up, but they have to score in the 4th quarter if they want to have a chance to tie this game. So the Eagles will have to probably think about that. So if I were the Eagles, I wouldn't score immediately yet. I would just run down the clock with maybe like a VC play or something else. I wouldn't rush scoring yet. And it looks like it's going to be a 9-yard gain. Yeah, I would definitely play it safe if I was the Eagles right now. I would definitely not worry about going too far there. I was nearly trying to score anyway on that streak there, but not going to quite get it. But yeah, if I were the Eagles, I would definitely just take my time with this. I would not worry about scoring whatsoever. Because, well, it's the 3rd quarter. They can't go for 2. Uh-oh. Oh, the lag. The lag kind of saved him momentarily. Okay, that's not a good move on their end. I don't agree with that move. Don't get me wrong, it was a good play. Don't get me wrong, it was a score at the end of the day, so I'm not going to, like, say, oh, they shouldn't have scored, but it's more of just, they should not have scored on that play. They should have scored the play after, at least. Because now they have to go for 1, and they're still losing. And they can't even go for onsides because it's still the 3rd quarter. So, like, they would have had a difficult time even, like, scoring. Oh, they did the 1-yard field goal kick. Yeah, those can catch you by surprise sometimes. Yeah, if you're not paying attention, they can definitely take you down. Even I use it sometimes. So that was a very good kick, though. But either way, it's going to be this boy. Gonna be to Rotari there. And looks like it's gonna be a 14-yard gain. It's gonna be 2nd in inches. And here we go, this boy. Gonna be looking around, seeing what he can find. And looks like he's going to try to find the streak. And he gets it at best will, and he is just wide open for the end zone. And there you go. That's a huge play there. That is exactly what the Bears needed at this very moment to keep this game from falling out of their hands. And since it is the fourth quarter, they can go for two. This is a very good play from the Bears, and unfortunately they do not get it, so that does open up the opportunity for the Eagles to tie this game up if they score on this drive, though, however. But that is still a good play by the Bears to at least keep this game in arm's reach of them. But the Eagles are going to have to pull a very big play here. Oh, nearly gets sacked there. Was trying to find the streak to J6, but just couldn't quite get the connection. But either way. And it's going to be to maybe Zach. Uh-oh, maybe Zach lagging a little bit. And looks like he's going to find the short. Almost gets picked there, but Hunnit able to get the catch there. I think this lag is kind of working in the Eagles' favor, if anything. But either way, maybe Zach. Oh my gosh, he's just wide open. J6. Oh, it's a fumble. And it's going to be the DTB. There was just a little bit of a... There was a little skirmish there, but... Man, J6 was just an unfortunate fumble. You cannot allow... You do not want that if you're the Eagles. But Z-Alti going to get the VC play there for a good 11-yard gain. Man, that was a very huge lucky break for the Bears. I don't know if they would have I don't know if they'd be in the lead without that, but I guess we'll never know. So I guess the Eagles are just going to have to focus on the here and now and try to stop them. And at the moment, they're doing pretty okay, but they are going to need a lot of defensive help. It seemed that something's happening. Apparently, the Eagles reportedly called play clock. So I don't really know what's going to happen there, but all right. So it seems that this play will be paused just for the moment. Either way, Chicago is in no rush to try and score here if they want to. They don't even really need to score. Like, they just need to take some time off the clock. They don't really need to score at all if they don't want to. They are not obligated to. Either way, it's going to be a Z-Alti there. Z-Alti moving around one defender just for good enough for a 12-yard gain, and Chicago making the right call there, just taking their time. Or maybe not. Oh, and it's going to go to the name I cannot pronounce. Good for 11-yard gain. Like, I think it still stands, though. If I was Chicago, I'd be taking my sweet time right now. Just not even a bother with it. And it's going to be the Z-Alti there. Was that Z-Alti, I think? Or is that someone else? Oh, it was chosen one. Okay. Either way, it's going to be another VC to play to see Alti. Not going to quite get there, but he's going to get extremely close. And right now, if I were the Bears, I'd take my time. And it looks like they're saying, nah, who cares? Just try and score already. And it looks like they do just that. And now it's pretty much a... Sorry, I was trying to think for a moment. Now it's a two-scoring game. This is a huge opportunity for the Bears to still win. But the Eagles can still come back. Yep. Because they failed a two-point conversion, this is easily winnable for the Eagles, but they're gonna need a score very fast. not a lot of room for error at this state of the game for the Eagles, at least at the moment. And maybe Zach, oh, he's lagging a little bit, but he's okay for right now. I mean, 3 minutes is a lot of time, but they don't exactly have all the time in the world. And it's just barely good enough for a 33-yard gain there. I thought he dived out of bounds, but I guess not. And it's going to be maybe Zach. Trying to roll back. Trying to find at least someone wide open. Oh, and he's going to lag spike just right out of it, and he's going to run it. And it's a fumble. By... Oh, uh-oh. Oh, man. Bro, what are the chances of that happening? That is just unlucky for the Eagles. And just like that, that might have just ended their season. Off of 2 fumbles. That is not what you want to see there. Just 2 fumbles back to back from fumbles of all things. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say fumbles are the only reason the Eagles are eliminated, but that's a horrible way to lose a game at the last second, and that's just a fumbles. I mean, the Eagles had other reasons of why they lost, but man, that those 2 fumbles, I guess 3 there technically, but those 3 fumbles definitely sting quite a bit. I will not blame the Eagles if they hate fumbles right now, because that is not what you want. I mean, the Eagles had this game in their hands and just let it slip, man. That's just very unfortunate. But either way, it's going to be a fold in the beast wheel there. The Bears are just not chilling out with the scoring whatsoever, not even going to bother running down the clock. They do not care whatsoever about clock management. Who cares? I don't know if it'll cost them, but I mean, if I were the Bears, I'd take my time. I wouldn't even bother rushing to score. Like, you are not obligated whatsoever. That was nearly a pick there, but thankfully it was just popped. Well, I mean, it was a catch, but that catch was popped, so I guess that's what I meant to say. Oh, but it looks like it was going to be, I think it was supposed to be a fold to Rotari, but I guess the name I cannot pronounce got it. And it's going to be a 4th and 2. Into the end zone, and that's a touchdown. Chosen one. And Chosen one is going to get a touchdown, but to potentially put this game away. Things are not looking pretty for the Eagles with a 20-point deficit. I mean, it's still technically winnable for the Eagles, but they need 21 points in a dream to be able to make this comeback possible. I mean, if I were the Eagles, I would definitely, and if I were the Bears, I would definitely play a bit more conservative. You're just not even allow a toss to happen. Oh, it's going to be delayed game there. Just, oh man, that's not good. But then again, I mean, you need to score, but sorry about that. Either way, it looks like they're not. Oh, it looks like they are going to rush, but Rusher was kind of late to the party. Oh, and it looks like he's just going to toss it up. Why not? And it's going to be intercepted by Z Alti, and just like that, this game is going to be over and done. That is coffin nails right there if I've ever seen it. And just like that, the Eagles might be out of the playoffs. And uh-oh, the Eagles have 5. That's on the verge of an FFL right there. And it seems that the Eagles' arrogance managed to bite them in the butt this time. And they might as well just kneel out this clock or at least run it. But the Bears suck. Um, the Bears suck. I'm not sure if the scoreboard right now is saying. I'm not sure if the scoreboard right now is saying that, but I mean, I mean, if we're going off of this game, this score might say otherwise, but I mean, I know they may not be the best team, but I mean, the Bears play like this. Maybe a couple game management iffies, but they're not a bad team. Like the Bears aren't really that bad of a team, if I'm being honest with myself. Like, I mean, they do some good things, but there's some like decisions they make. I just think they're just very questionable and just aren't optimal at all. Like, why are they only rushing one? Like, especially in an 8v8, I don't really know what the reason is not rushing two. Or even rushing three in like some situations. I just don't understand that. But either way, that toss is going to be picked, but since it was out of bounds, that's incomplete. And, well, there's not really much the Eagles can do about the situation except maybe toss it up and just pray. But the Bears are just going to be all over that, and just like that, this game is over. I mean, you could say that for a lot of the Bears team too, but yeah, the Eagles team kind of let this fall away in their hands very easily. And just like that, this game's pretty much over. Nearly getting sacked for a safety, but either way, gonna get popped somehow, so it seems that this will be the last play. Either way, and it looks like this will be the final play of the game. And Best will get the final touchdown of the game to seal it. And just like that, this game is over. The Eagles are now eliminated from playoffs. And the Bears are still in playoff contention. And these are the current stats. Well, from what we have so far. Oh yeah, that was a very interesting game though, I will say that. It had some interesting moments. I think I had a lot of fun streaming again. I'm so glad I'm back from a little vacation I was having. But yeah, very fun streaming. But how many games did the Bears win? Um, I think they're currently 3-5, along with so many other teams. So they're still technically in playoff contention. All right, actually, it says their current. Wait, yeah. So they're currently 3-5. I think because they were 2-5, so they're technically in playoff contention. Uh, yeah. Yeah, so they still can make playoffs. I'm not going to say they can't. So far, the only ones that have clinched playoffs are the Texans and the Falcons. Those are the only two. Because the Falcons are 6-2 at the top seed of their division, and the Houstons have clinched the first seed in their division and it clinched playoffs. The best are Texans, like so far. Like they clinched number one seed, it says, for the division. They're 7-1. So they have only lost to one team. And I don't really know if that team exists anymore. So, as far as I know, the Texans have a wide open door if they can show up in playoffs. I don't really know who beat the Texans, actually. I know Texans blew out the Bears 2 days ago, 57-13. So I mean, if you want to know how good the Texans are, there you go. But so you're gonna need a miracle to be able to beat them, man. They're no joke. Maybe it's right here. KC exists? No, the Kansas City doesn't exist. The teams are Falcons, Saints. I don't know about that, but it's Falcons, Saints, Bucks, Minnesota, Chicago, Seattle's eliminated, so Seattle Seahawks are eliminated. Then we got Houston Texans, Miami Dolphins, Tennessee Titans, Buffalo, New England Patriots, and we have Philadelphia. And I think Philadelphia just might be eliminated. So I mean, we'll see, but it's not exactly looking good for them either way. But yeah, Chicago's still in the game, but well, I mean, I mean, Casey probably doesn't have an FO because they don't exist on this roster or on these in this league right now. Maybe there will be more teams later on, but CFL is kind of a modest league. It's more of like one of like the mid range, where it's not like super small, but it's not super big. Just kind of there. They're up there with one of the bigger ones though, so I wouldn't say they're that bad. Can you show QB stats? I mean, pretty much all of them left, but sure. Yeah, they're on the stream somewhere. So how am I the second best QB here? Like I don't even play quarterback, but okay, I'm not even a quarterback, so there you go. But yeah, either way. But yeah, it was a very interesting game for the most part. I had some fun, and I don't really have much else to really say. It's just kind of I'm glad I'm back at least. So oh, and by the way, I will probably say that there will be balance updates coming. There's a fun little teaser I might have teased before, but in CFL if you weren't looking, but I did tease that there will be balance updates or balance changes coming to the game for leagues. So you will probably have to stay tuned for that if you're in, as long as you stay in the league. It will shake up a lot of things if it hopefully goes through to a lot of leagues. So it will be quite interesting because we want it because at the end of the day we want a game that can thrive and we want a game that's interesting to play and watch. We don't want to see the same defensive coverage every game or the same routes or the same plays. We want to see some variety and we want to see a game that's willing to change for the better. And I think the competitive community has definitely deserved a game that uh deserves some attention or a chance to shine. So we've been kind of working with the developers to hopefully make it a more fun game to play and watch. So we're gonna try and see some balance updates to see if what can happen, what will happen, but we our goal is to overall make the game more diverse. But yeah, either way, thank you guys for watching, and I guess I will see you guys later.